What's good with y'all boys, bro? So today, well, y'all know I'm fresh out of the gym. Just left Walmart. But I got a couple things to talk about today, bro. So the main source of this video is about, why is it a baby stroller with, anyway. But the main source of the videos today is like about the books I used to read and how they used to shape my way of thinking, shape my way of living, and the way I treated people. And I really think you should watch out for these things as well. So the first book is 48 Laws of Power, bro. The 48 Laws of Power, well, that's the only book, really. It's probably more, but this is the main book. So 48 Laws of Power, bro. This is the, like, bro, this base, whoa, he just jumped in front of us. That's crazy. People trying to distract me because I'm finna make this information. But anyways, bro, 48 Laws of Power, bro. Very manipulative book, bro. It's basically showing you how to, like, gain power over people, manipulate things in your favor, and manipulation, which is all a form of witchcraft, bro. All a form of witchcraft. To have people obsessed with you, to have people, doing your dirty work. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, the 48 Laws of Power is an evil book, bro. An evil book. You see? But when you start to read it, bro, it taints your perception towards people. I had this specific way of thinking, bro. Like, I felt like it has you thinking like everybody is out to get you, bro. I'm telling you, it have you looking at people sideways, have you thinking everybody is dirty, everybody is manipulative, everybody is not good people, which a lot of people are not good people, but everybody is not out to get you. Everybody is not trying to, manipulate you. Most people are, but not every single person. The book has you looking at every single person, bro. I'm telling you, it taints your perspective, bro. In some ways, the book did help me, though. I'm not even gonna lie to you. In some ways, the book did help, but some of those laws is just like, bro, what are we doing? What are we doing, bro? It's so manipulative, bro. So if you somebody that's reading that book and you a so-called Christian, which I don't expect everybody to be, bro, you should not be reading that book, bro. The only book you should, well, I'm not going to say the only book. It's Christian books that you can read too, but the main book that you should be reading is the Bible, bro. I'm not going to say that's the only book you should be reading. That's crazy. Who am I to say that? But like I was saying, the 48 Laws of Power you should not be reading if you're a so-called Christian, bro. Because what power are you trying to receive? It's like you trying to be God himself, which God don't follow none of those rules regardless. But you get what I'm saying? Like, you trying to be a God. That's not biblical, bro. That's not what God wants you to do. You see? But a lot of people look at me crazy sideways, like, bro, they got you so brainwashed. Christianity, they got you brainwashed so you don't want to have no power. No, I have power in Jesus, bro. I have power over myself. Because whatever you may think you have power over, God can crush you in an instant. Stop thinking you the one. Oh, it's me, bro. I'm the powerful one. I'm the one that got the power, this, that, and the fourth. Bro, God control you, bro. And if you don't believe there's a God, bro, that's on you, bro. I'm not here to bash you or do anything about that. But, man, 48 Laws of Power had me thinking everybody was against me. Had me thinking people was running power plays on me. Which sometimes maybe they would, they could be trying to run power plays on me. And the book woke me up. It helped with my discernment. I give you that. The book helped with my discernment, like, big time, bro. It helped me determine, like, when people was trying to manipulate me, certain things that people do. I understood it all, bro. I started to understand a lot of the way how people move reading that book. But the backside of it, the way it makes you feel about how you treat other people, the way it makes you feel about other people is the wrong way to go. It takes away your love from people. You're supposed to love everybody, bro. Even your enemies. Love your enemies. It hate the sin. The people who is your enemy is the people who live in sin, who's not, that's not with Jesus, this, that, and the fourth. But you love them as well. But you hate the sin that they're living in. You get what I'm saying? You don't hate them. You hate the sin that they're living in. For example, LGBTQ, I don't hate them as a people. I love them as people. I hate the sin they're living in. People, drug dealers, all this extra stuff. People who's living in sin, I hate the sin they're living in. I don't hate them. It's two different things. So you're supposed to love everybody, bro. You're supposed to love everybody, man. And if you feel like I'm not supposed to hate sin, bro, do your research on the Bible, bro. God hated sin. God hates sin, bro. He said HATE in the Bible, bro. Like, let's stop this. But anyways, like I was saying, bro, it makes your perspective of people, it makes you start to low-key, like, hate people in a sense. Like, you don't like human beings. When you read the 48 Laws of Power, you be like, man, it's people out here. When you reading the laws, you like, bro, it's people really out here doing this to people, bro. And then you start to pick up on cues of things you've been seeing in life, chess moves people been making, like, in the media, like, with rappers, stuff like you just start to see it. You be like, bro, this is the rules that people play by, bro. Like, this is the type of stuff that people do to get power on this earth. Are you serious? The people that want power on this earth, bro, they are of this world, bro. They're not with God, bro. Because if you're with God, bro, you do not care about power on this earth. You are not trying to achieve power on this earth. You're trying to achieve power with Jesus Christ, bro. You want power in Jesus Christ. You want him to give you power. You trying to obtain your own sense of power, your own sense of to fill this void is because you don't have Jesus inside of that void. You're trying to fill a hole that only Jesus can fill, if that makes sense. So, bro, and people that read these books and don't like, they're dwelling in these books, because I was the one in 48 Laws of Power, dwelling in 48 Laws of Power, dwelling in the art of manipulation, no, the art of charm or something like that. I forgot what the book is. The art of charm or something like that. Like, I forgot what it's called, bro. How to influence and win people. Like, bro, that's all witchcraft, bro. That's all witchcraft. And I was filling a void because I was not trying to I wasn't trying to seek God. I wasn't trying to get in the word and read the Bible. When you seeking everything except for God, bro, that is the type of stuff you start to read. That is the type of stuff you start to fill your mind with instead of the Holy Spirit, bro. I'm not saying the Bible is the only book you're supposed to read. There's Christian books. There's Christian books, bro, that you can read. But you trying to read all these books to give you power on this earth, in this world, like, bro, you wasting your time, bro. Because once Judgment Day comes, bro, I promise, it does not matter, bro. All that wealth you was it does not matter, bro. You cannot take none of that with you, bro. God gonna look at you crazy and be like, bro, I don't know who you are, bro. Like, you cannot enter the kingdom. You cannot enter my kingdom. You cannot enter my kingdom, bro. I'm sorry. You are worldly. You were too worldly. You was living in sin. You did not want to follow me. You did not want to obey me. But it's still grace. God gives you grace, bro. So always know it's never too late to turn. It's never too late, bro, to come on his side, to come to the winning team. To come to the winning team. Just come to the winning team, bro. Lose your pride, lose your ego, bro. I gotta be so tough. I gotta be this, that, and the fourth. That's because that's what a lot of it lies in. A lot of people just stuck in their ego, bro, and they refuse to change. They hear that voice. Things keep happening in their life. Things keep going left. Certain situations where they almost losing their life, and they never wake up. They never follow Jesus, bro. They just keep doing what they doing. But I'm not here to bash you, bro. It's just sad to see. It's just sad to see. But I hope this video helped y'all, man. I love y'all, bro. Don't be reading these books if you're on your walk with Jesus, if you're trying to be a Christian, if you are a Christian, you should not be reading 48 Laws of Power, Robert Greene books, all this extra. What's another one? Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Bro, cut it out, bro. Whatever God has stored for you, bro, is going to happen. If he wants you to be rich, he's going to make you rich, bro. Always put in the work, but you do not need all these extra witchcraft books to try to manipulate people and perform witchcraft on people. Because some people don't even know that that's a form of witchcraft. Some people is just oblivious to the fact, I'm not bashing nobody. I'm just here to inform you. And also, if you don't feel convicted over reading these books, then so be it. I just won't read these books. I'm just letting you know my side of the story and how it made me feel. And we should not be reading these books, bro. That's just my opinion. But love y'all boys, man. Stay blessed. I'm out of here.